Hi, Hinson Science Fair students. You've made it through your first two assignments. Now let's look at your background research, which does take a little bit more time. So this is going to be due on September 25th, and it's going to be pages 6 through 10 of your packet. As before, in addition to the instructions I have in the packet, I also have on the Canvas page a little bit more information as a guide of what you need to do step by step. And of course, this video, if you have time to watch the whole thing to help you understand what it is you're doing. Let's look at the packet and what we're looking at. So, first thing, you are going to be in charge of using your research planning. Remember those big ideas and the list of things that you need to kind of look into more about your project. You need to use that to come up with at least 30 individual facts of your topic. And that's going to be at least 5 or more. A lot of times it's going to be more sources that you will need to be able to get information. And what your end goal is to use all those facts from those sources to create a one-page research paper that you're going to type up for your final report. So don't just go through the motion and find random facts, write them down, and get this one little grade, because it's going to greatly impact your ability to write a good paper. So really spend some time on this. Now, some quick information. Your 30 facts that you have to have, at least 30 facts from those 5 sources, need to be, they could be bullet pointed, but they need to be complete sentences about what you are finding. So for example, photosynthesis, it's telling you exactly what's going on, not just say, plants do photosynthesis or light is bright. Okay, talk about really what you're learning, because you need to find facts that are going to help you write a paper. This shouldn't be a procedure on how to build things or what things are. So please make sure the facts are actually going to be helpful for you. If you're doing any kind of projects with chemicals or maybe using some equipment that you're not so familiar with, as long as it's approved by your teacher, obviously, you might want to use some time at least to do some research on safety precautions there as well. Here you can see the rubric in which you're being graded for this. 2 points for every research note. There has to be at least 30, okay, so up to 60 points there. 5 points for each required research citation. We'll talk about that in a moment. And relevance. If your research has nothing to do with your project, then it's probably not going to get that point right there, okay, those 15 points. So make sure it's on topic for what you're doing. So let's look at our first research note, which is the easiest one to do, okay? This research note, basically you just have to write one note in here that says that you have been to this website, and I'm going to click on it right now. Let's see. Open link. So you've basically, this research source is saying that you have been to the International Science and Engineering Fair website and that you know where to find it. And if you have any questions about anything like your research forms, your official paperwork forms, stuff like that, you know where to find it. And this is proving that you writing this note have actually been there. So all you need to do, I already wrote the citation for you. You don't have to do anything else, is just go to this website, read this little paragraph or anything else you might want to read, and write down one bullet point note like this, for example. It could be that one that shows that you have been there and know where to find it. Okay, done. So that's already one research source, and that's already one of your 30 facts. Okay, so once you get that one done, you're moving on to research source 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you look in your packet, all of these pages look the same, okay, because they are. And it's just a matter of what you put on there. Now, if you've done this in the past, it may have been a little different. This is hopefully going to be easier for you. Whenever you find a research source, this could be a website, it could be a magazine, it could be encyclopedia from the school media center, it could be Encyclopedia Britannica online, and there's access to that in vPortal and also through your Canvas course, which is a great place to get some good research. ask Miss Ashton or your teacher for help if you need. But any place you find, it could be a newspaper, it could be a direct interview from a professional in the field, any research source you find, one single site, one single magazine, one single journal or encyclopedia, one single interview person. You need to write down as much of this information as you can. Okay? You may not find everything about your source. Maybe the website, for example, may not have a author's name. But as much as you can find, write it down in the space. So circle which source it is. Okay? Write down other. Is there a title to the article? Is there a title to the encyclopedia entry? Is there a name? Is it coming from Encyclopedia Britannica Online, American Heart Association, American Cancer Association? Is there authors? Maybe there's multiple. Copyright date, or if it's a website, the date you visited it. So that'd be like today's date. The publisher of the book or the sponsor of the website. So maybe it's a website for better eating habits and it's sponsored by the Diabetes Association of America or something like that. And then the place of publication, if it's a book or encyclopedia, sometimes they'll have that, or the full website address. And if you're looking at websites, this could be long, but it's that whole www dot everything on that top browser. So write it in right there. Now remember, if there's one of these things you cannot find from your source, just leave it blank. It's okay, but fill in as much as you can. In this space, you're going to be doing your bullet point facts, all the information you find that's going to be helpful for you in writing that paper. Remember, that's your goal, is to get research so that you have too much information. So much so that writing your paper is super easy. And your paper is just going to be on the big concept. Is it photosynthesis? Is it electromagnetic spectrum? Is it botany in general? Explain what you've learned about that. So you're going to write down your facts, your bullet point facts in full sentences in here. And remember, your goal is to have at least 30, and it has to be from at least 5 sources. So if you have 30 facts from source 1, or I guess source 2, you still have to go and find 3 more sources. Okay? And that's totally okay. That's fine. You may have only 1 fact that's from this source. So you may have to have 7 sources to get all 30 facts, and that's fine too. Okay? Now, looking here, you can see the same information I just said and walk through. But let's see right here. If you need more than the 5 sources, well, let me see if I could pull this up. So you can see. You can download, print. If you talk to your teachers, they could get you an extra copy of this. But you can add into your packet extra, use resource source 6, 7, 10, whatever it is, more of these so that you have complete research in your packet and they'll just be loose. You could hole punch them and add them to your packet right there, okay? So that's right there. You can see that. And remember, once again, the goal of getting all of your research is to be able to write a research paper. You have to have at least 30 facts and you have to have at least 5 sources. We already gave you 1, so you only have to really find 4 more sources. Don't forget, Encyclopedia Britannica on Portal is fantastic, really, really good. Miss Ashton in the Media Center is there to help you, and so are your teachers. Thank you.